What if I told you that one of the most viral stories sweeping social media right now might not be true at all? That the shocking headlines you've been seeing, the ones claiming that Jay-Z and Beyoncé fled the country after 50 Cent released a Diddy documentary, might be nothing more than carefully engineered rumors. Over the past few days, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and even Twitter have been buzzing with the same sensational headline. CNN reveals Jay-Z and Beyoncé fled the country after 50 Cent released Diddy documentary. Viewers are reacting with disbelief, outrage, and curiosity. Comments are flooding in. Game over. They knew it was coming. Industry collapse incoming. But the real question is, did CNN actually say this? Or are we all just part of a social media illusion crafted for clicks, views, and engagement? Today, we're going to break down everything: the documentary, the supposed connection between Jay-Z, Beyoncé, and Diddy, and most importantly, the truth behind the so-called CNN report. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what's fact, what's fiction, and why these rumors spread like wildfire. Let's start with 50 Cent and the documentary that allegedly triggered this storm. 50 Cent is no stranger to exposing the inner workings of the music industry. Over the last 2 decades, he's openly called out powerful figures, highlighting allegations that have long been whispered but rarely confronted. His presence in the spotlight isn't just about music, it's about holding a mirror up to an industry built on secrets and protection. Recently, a Netflix-style documentary focused on Sean Diddy Combs has captured attention. Within hours of its release, rumors began circulating that the documentary not only revealed explosive details about Diddy's past, but also implicated other high-profile figures. 50 Cent himself has made statements that, while vague, hinted at more revelations coming. He said in an interview, "I'm not done, there's more coming and people will be shocked." Now, social media users began connecting the dots, some legitimately, some not. Suddenly, viewers were seeing headlines suggesting a direct link between Diddy's documentary, Jay-Z, Beyoncé, and even the alleged idea that they fled the country. But here's the thing: connection does not equal accusation. Just because celebrities share social or business circles does not mean they are involved in the allegations being investigated. So why did Jay-Z and Beyoncé's names appear at all? Jay-Z and Beyoncé are not just musicians, they are institutions. They represent billion-dollar brands, cultural influence, and significant political access. Naturally, when a high-profile scandal involving a powerful industry figure surfaces, people instinctively look for connections to the most influential names. Some social media users pointed to past business interactions between Jay-Z and Diddy, shared appearances at events, or even social media interactions as evidence that something nefarious was going on. But let's be clear, there is no concrete evidence linking them to any wrongdoing related to the Diddy documentary. Now, let's tackle the phrase that went viral: CNN reveals. We examined CNN's official website, YouTube channel, and verified social media accounts. Guess what? There is zero evidence of any report or broadcast claiming that Jay-Z and Beyoncé fled the country. There are no articles, no breaking news segments, and no official statements. So where did this phrase originate? It came from secondary commentary channels on YouTube and social media. Content creators took old CNN clips or unrelated news footage and edited them with dramatic titles. Some added flashy thumbnails, clickbait text, and sensational music to make it seem as if CNN was reporting on this specific claim. This is a common tactic in online content, using the credibility of a trusted news source to amplify a story that isn't true. Now, let's examine the claim that Jay-Z and Beyoncé fled the country. This is the most dramatic and viral element of the story, but it's also the easiest to debunk. First, traveling abroad is completely normal for celebrities. Private vacations, international concerts, and business meetings are a part of their lifestyle. Public flight records or social media posts showing them outside the US does not indicate a forced departure or legal threat.
Second, there is no evidence from any federal agency or law enforcement that either of them faced investigation or restrictions that would require them to leave the country. If there had been any official legal action, it would have appeared in court documents, reputable news outlets like TMZ or Rolling Stone, and through verified statements. Instead, the fleeing narrative exists only on social media posts and commentary videos. This is how rumors gain traction. People see high-profile names linked to controversy, the story contains mystery and silence, and social media algorithms reward sensationalism. Titles like CNN confirms or breaking trigger curiosity and outrage, ensuring maximum clicks and shares, even if the underlying claim is false. But why do so many people believe these stories so quickly? The psychology behind it is simple. Humans are drawn to drama, especially when it involves familiar public figures. The more mysterious or forbidden the narrative seems, the more likely viewers are to accept it as fact without verifying the source. Combine that with algorithms that reward engagement over accuracy, and suddenly a baseless rumor becomes viral. Another factor is the use of credibility signals. Simply adding CNN to a title creates an instant perception of legitimacy, even when no actual report exists. This tactic has been widely analyzed in media studies. Attaching trusted brand names to false or misleading information significantly increases the spread of that information. Now let's talk about 50 Cent's role in all of this. He has never directly accused Jay-Z or Beyoncé of any wrongdoing related to Diddy. His statements have been focused on Diddy himself and on the broader industry issues of protection and accountability. However, social media users have taken selective clips, added provocative text, and created narratives that suggest he is implicating others. It's a perfect storm: a high-profile figure, a scandalous documentary, vague statements, and an audience eager for conspiracy. Add algorithmic amplification, and you get the viral headlines we're seeing today. To understand how these rumors persist, consider the mechanics of social media. Content that triggers strong emotional reactions, shock, anger, fear, gets promoted more heavily than calm, measured reporting. This is why sensationalist but unverified claims often outperform factual explanations. Even channels committed to fact-checking have limited reach compared to sensationalist videos with misleading titles. And this brings us to the core lesson: not everything you see online is true, no matter how credible it appears. The story about Jay-Z and Beyoncé fleeing the country after 50 Cent released the Diddy documentary is a prime example. No credible news source, no legal documents, and no official statements confirm any of the claims. The entire narrative exists on social media commentary and viral videos, designed to capture attention, generate clicks, and create outrage.
It's also important to recognize the impact of these rumors. Beyond spreading misinformation, they can influence public perception, harm reputations, and even affect the careers of the individuals involved. For high-profile celebrities like Jay-Z and Beyoncé, the stakes are enormous. A false narrative can spread faster than any official denial. Yet, despite the drama, there is an underlying truth about the entertainment industry. Accountability is complex. Powerful figures are often shielded from scrutiny, not because they are guilty or innocent, but because the systems surrounding them are opaque. 50 Cent's documentary highlights some of these dynamics, which makes it compelling, but it does not provide evidence that any other figures, including Jay-Z or Beyoncé, were involved in illegal activity or forced to flee. What we are witnessing is a classic case of rumor amplification, a mix of selective editing, strategic titling, and audience psychology. People see connections where none exist, interpret vague statements as confirmations, and share content without verification. Social media rewards this behavior, creating a feedback loop where false narratives gain traction almost instantly. Understanding this pattern is crucial for anyone navigating online news. Just because a story is trending does not mean it is true. Critical thinking, source verification, and media literacy are the tools that allow us to separate fact from fiction. In this case, the viral claim that CNN revealed Jay-Z and Beyoncé fled the country after 50 Cent's documentary is demonstrably false. CNN has not published such a report. Legal authorities have made no statement supporting it, and 50 Cent himself has never implicated the couple in any wrongdoing. So why do these stories continue to circulate? Because the elements that make them compelling, high-profile names, scandal, mystery, and algorithmic amplification, are exactly what make content go viral. Even when debunked, the emotional impact of the rumor lingers, and many viewers will remember the shocking claim long after the correction is published. This story serves as a reminder: the more sensational a headline, the more scrutiny it deserves. Never take social media claims at face value, especially when they involve high-profile figures and phrases like CNN confirms or exclusive. Instead, look for corroboration from multiple reputable sources, check official statements, and analyze the logic behind the narrative. In this instance, applying those principles clearly shows the headline about Jay-Z and Beyoncé fleeing the country is entirely unsubstantiated. And yet, the fascination with celebrity scandal persists. People want to believe there are hidden truths, secret conflicts, and dramatic exits. That desire fuels an endless cycle of speculation, rumor, and viral content. Understanding this cycle allows us to engage critically, enjoy the entertainment, and avoid spreading misinformation ourselves. Now that we've broken down the origin of the rumor, it's time to explore why people are so eager to believe it and what lessons we can learn from this phenomenon. Humans are naturally drawn to drama. When a story involves powerful figures like Jay-Z and Beyoncé, it triggers curiosity, fear, and excitement simultaneously. Our brains are wired to notice patterns and connections, especially when the stakes seem high. Social media exploits this cognitive bias, presenting snippets of information in ways that appear meaningful, even when they aren't. For example, the fact that Jay-Z has worked with Diddy on multiple occasions, or that Beyoncé attended certain events, becomes, in the eyes of a speculative audience, evidence of a secret conspiracy. Selective editing, dramatic music, and provocative titles reinforce this perception. Over time, repeated exposure creates an illusion of truth. This is exactly why phrases like CNN reveals and they fled the country are so effective. They combine authority with mystery and immediacy. The brain reacts to authority, a trusted news outlet like CNN, and the narrative of someone fleeing implies guilt or fear. Together, they make a story feel urgent and credible. It's worth noting that viral content doesn't need to be true to succeed. It only needs to be compelling. The algorithms don't reward accuracy, they reward engagement. Every click, share, and comment strengthen the visibility of the post, creating a feedback loop where false narratives spread faster than corrections or fact checks. This brings us to the important distinction between fact and fiction. Just because a story is trending does not make it true. Facts require verification from credible sources. In this case, CNN has not published any report stating that Jay-Z or Beyoncé fled the country. No law enforcement agency has issued statements supporting it, and 50 Cent himself has never directly accused them in any wrongdoing. Yet, even without evidence, the rumor persists because of confirmation bias. People are more likely to believe information that fits their pre-existing beliefs or suspicions. If you've followed celebrity news long enough, you know that scandals and controversies are constant. When someone sees a headline suggesting that even the most powerful figures are vulnerable, it feels satisfying, even if it's not based in reality. Now let's take a closer look at the documentary itself. The Diddy documentary focuses on Diddy's past actions, decisions, and controversies. It features interviews, archival footage, and statements from those involved. The content is provocative, yes, but it does not implicate Jay-Z or Beyoncé in any wrongdoing. 50 Cent's commentary on the documentary is similarly focused on the broader industry and accountability rather than targeting specific individuals beyond Diddy. Social media, however, thrives on selective snippets. Clips are cut, titles are exaggerated, and context is stripped away, creating a narrative that never actually existed. This is a classic example of narrative manipulation. By cherry-picking footage and combining it with a sensational headline, creators manufacture outrage. Viewers respond emotionally, share the content widely, and the story goes viral, regardless of its truth. Understanding this pattern is crucial. Viral rumors often rely on three key ingredients: high-profile names, celebrities are attention magnets; sensational claims, fleeing the country, secret exposés, hidden conspiracies; and algorithmic amplification. Social media platforms reward engagement, not accuracy. When these elements combine, the result is a perfect storm of misinformation. The Jay-Z and Beyoncé fleeing story fits this pattern exactly. Another important aspect to consider is the effect of these rumors on public perception. Even if debunked, once a narrative is widely circulated, it can shape opinions and beliefs. People remember the shocking claim more than the later correction. This is known as the illusory truth effect, where repeated exposure to false information increases the likelihood that it will be accepted as true. For celebrities, the stakes are high. A viral rumor suggesting that they fled the country implies guilt, fear, and potential legal trouble. Even though there's no evidence to support this, the narrative can influence fans, casual observers, and even industry insiders. It's a reminder of how powerful social media narratives can be and why critical thinking is essential. Now, let's step back and consider the broader context. Rumors like this don't exist in isolation. They're part of a larger ecosystem of celebrity culture, media manipulation, and online engagement. Scandals, allegations, and controversies are constant in the entertainment industry, creating a fertile ground for misinformation. 50 Cent's documentary adds to this ecosystem by providing material that can be interpreted in multiple ways. While the documentary itself may be factual and well-researched, the way it is presented online can distort the message. Clips are taken out of context, titles are exaggerated, and the audience fills in the gaps with speculation. This cycle of rumor creation and amplification is not new. Throughout history, public figures have been subjected to gossip, speculation, and false claims. Social media has accelerated this process exponentially, making it possible for unverified stories to reach millions within hours. So, what can viewers do to navigate this landscape responsibly? First, always check the source. If a claim cites a reputable outlet like CNN, verify it directly on their official website or social media channels. Second, look for corroboration. Multiple credible sources reporting the same information increases reliability. Third, be skeptical of dramatic headlines and provocative thumbnails. They are designed to elicit clicks, not convey truth. Applying these principles to the Jay-Z and Beyoncé story, it becomes clear that the narrative is false. CNN has not published such a report. Legal authorities have made no statements indicating that they fled, and 50 Cent has not implicated them. The story exists solely in the realm of social media speculation and viral content. It's also important to understand why such stories resonate. People enjoy believing that even the most powerful figures are vulnerable. The idea that Jay-Z and Beyoncé, cultural icons with immense influence, could be caught up in scandal or fear is compelling. It plays into our fascination with celebrity, power, and the hidden workings of the entertainment industry. This fascination can be harmless when kept in perspective, but it becomes dangerous when it spreads misinformation. False narratives can damage reputations, influence public opinion, and even create real-world consequences. That's why media literacy and critical thinking are essential skills in the digital age. Another factor contributing to the story's spread is selective editing. Video clips are often cut to highlight moments that support a particular narrative, while omitting context that contradicts it. Music, sound effects, and visual cues are added to heighten drama. The result is a video that feels urgent, authoritative, and undeniable, even when it is misleading. Social media algorithms amplify this effect. Content that triggers strong emotional reactions is prioritized. Outrage, fear, and curiosity drive engagement, ensuring that the most sensational content reaches the widest audience. Accuracy takes a backseat. In this environment, a false story about Jay-Z and Beyoncé can spread faster than a careful debunking. Despite the sensationalism, it's crucial to separate the viral narrative from reality. Jay-Z and Beyoncé are not fugitives. They have not fled the country. No credible news outlet has reported such a thing, and the evidence used to support the claim is circumstantial, misinterpreted, or fabricated. The story highlights a broader truth about the entertainment industry. Secrecy, power, and influence often create fertile ground for speculation. People are eager to believe that behind the scenes, powerful figures are hiding secrets or facing consequences that the public doesn't know about. Social media feeds this desire by presenting fragments of information as if they were revelations. Understanding this dynamic is essential for anyone consuming content online. Viral claims, especially involving celebrities, should be approached with skepticism. Check the sources, analyze the evidence, and consider the motivations behind the content. In the case of the Jay-Z and Beyoncé story, applying these principles makes the truth clear. The headline is false, the narrative is misleading, and the viral frenzy is a product of online amplification, not fact. To summarize, CNN has not reported that Jay-Z and Beyoncé fled the country. There is no evidence from law enforcement or legal authorities to support this claim. 50 Cent's documentary focuses on Diddy and the broader music industry, not on Jay-Z or Beyoncé. Social media amplification, selective editing, and viral marketing tactics created the illusion of a breaking news story. The persistence of this story illustrates how powerful social media can be in shaping perception. Even without evidence, repeated exposure to a false narrative can convince people it is true. This is why critical thinking, fact-checking, and media literacy are more important than ever. It also serves as a cautionary tale for creators. Using sensationalism and unverified claims may generate views and engagement, but it contributes to the spread of misinformation and undermines trust in media. For consumers, it's a reminder to pause, verify, and question before accepting any viral story as truth. In conclusion, the viral claim that CNN revealed Jay-Z and Beyoncé fled the country after 50 Cent's Diddy documentary is entirely unsubstantiated. The story exists in the realm of rumor, speculation, and viral content. There is no factual basis, no credible reporting, and no evidence supporting it. What we are witnessing is a reflection of human psychology, media dynamics, and the power of algorithms. People are drawn to drama, algorithms reward engagement, and rumors spread faster than facts. Understanding this pattern allows us to enjoy content responsibly, separate truth from fiction, and avoid becoming unwitting participants in misinformation. By approaching viral claims with skepticism and verifying information through credible sources, viewers can navigate the digital landscape safely. The story of Jay-Z and Beyoncé fleeing the country is a reminder that not everything you see online is true, even if it looks dramatic, urgent, or compelling. As entertaining as the narrative may be, the reality is far less sensational but equally important. Social media can manipulate perception, viral content can distort truth, and critical thinking is our best defense. So next time you see a headline claiming the impossible, ask yourself, who is reporting this? Is there corroborating evidence? Could this be engineered to go viral? Applying these questions will help you separate fact from fiction and ensure that you are consuming media responsibly in an age of constant information overload. At the end of the day, understanding how stories like this are created, why they spread, and how to verify them is just as important as the stories themselves. Because in a world where rumors can go global in minutes, the truth is the most valuable currency.
And there you have it, a full breakdown of the viral claim about Jay-Z, Beyoncé, 50 Cent, and the Diddy documentary. Remember, check sources, question narratives, and think critically. Don't let viral content dictate what you believe.